And that's almost there. I sometimes forget how long this takes. And I'm not a good conversationalist. Oh god damn it, I missed it again. Do any of these cars go like north? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they all just go south. That's dumb. I need some south going cars. North going cars, I mean. Alright, Richmond, Virginia. Almost there. Far away. Oh yeah. I mean, I see him. So it's not like a surprise, but... Alright, Mason, what you got for me, my boy? My guy? My guy. What you got? Crippled but free. Oh, he's already transformed.
When everything has left you, all that remains is a peculiar piece.
Oh, so he's torn between his self, because he had a twin, right? That's an interesting image. He's torn between like his soldier part and his veteran part, but it's also the fact that he left his brother Paul on the battlefield, so he feels like he left a piece of himself, maybe?
It's hard to keep it, especially considering the panic that comes on sometimes. Sometimes when it's hard to breathe. Truthfully, the leg being gone is bad enough, but the way people look at you, that's when I miss being whole the most. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
No happy stories for you right now. No happy stories. I don't want a love story, though. I want a love story for them. The bitter lover carrying a box on her head around Louisville.
Huh. And that's the funniest one you have? They say that God has unconditional love. I don't doubt it. But my love for him is not. So, you must have seen some interesting stuff on the road. Anything exciting?
I don't want to do anything truly exciting. Not Walking Wilkins, not Pecos Spill. The Mischievous Ghosts of Cincinnati Music Hall.
Sorry, I don't get it. Traps. Lack is what holds you down, and that's just as bad as heavy chains of plenty. I can grow stronger with chains on, but when lack takes away your ability to move, takes away your mobility, there's no growing from that. Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Not gonna tell him a joke, but... The pond that held the ghost of an aeroplane pilot.
Life ain't like that, in my experience. But I guess my experience ain't normal. Wishes fulfilled? If I had my way, I'd go back to a time before the war. But now, I have no wishes. The stars cross the sky. They mean nothing. Maybe it'll take my mind off my sorrow to hear about somebody else's. Tell me a sad story.
Tell you a sad story. Traveler who visited the USA from another world. Because Lost Buffalo sounds kind of sad.
I don't really scare at that stuff anymore. Sorry. Home, well, what heartless greedmonger decided what plants get to be beautiful and what plants are weeds anyway? Who said that peony has cash value, but a dandelion is worthy of being torn from its home? So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I do, but right now I'm trying to, like, get as much story content out of you as possible. So I will tell you the story of the imperious child asking people to dance for money in the Southwest. Damn it.
Wish I could tell that one to my sister. Luck? I don't know how to think about that anymore. When did my luck run out? How many other men got scratches from that rusty barbed wire? How many yards of wire on how many deadly fields led to the scratch on my leg, the one that took my own body from me? that made me a burden. The night's over. I should be getting ready to go. I'm headed up this way next. The journey's long, but it's not cruel. There's cruel people in the world, but the road and the mud don't mean anyone any harm. The little flowers in the ditches don't. Look for me, maybe. Perhaps we'll see each other again.
Perhaps, perhaps. And I'm gonna keep going up and say hi to you again, Mason. We're almost there. Gotta do this bridge crossing. I can just cross these like road bridges, but whatever. Whatevs. And I gotta go find my way back up to into New York again to go get a bunch of those stories, if it'll let me. Whoops. There you go. Philadelphia now. Alright, Mason. Got some more stories for you. Got some more stories for you, my dude.
Still walking too? Then you and I must have a little more in common than I thought. Do you also get a kind of peace from the road? I do. It's a long walk, but it's soothing in a way. The terrors still find me, but out here, where I've got a reason to move, I don't feel so helpless. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Alright, let's try to find ones of things that I haven't told him yet. So that, yeah, so let's go with the authority. A young boy who could play every instrument in the world.
Huh. And that's the funniest one you have? Laws and leaders? Well, Hoover will be gone soon. Hopefully this will help the American people know how cruel and how wrong he's been. How much he hurts his own.
Ah, yeah. Hoover.
Even animals know damn better.
Damn, yep.
Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
The time the sun was blotted out for 2 days by a giant rooster. I don't know if that's hopeful.
Got nightmares enough without hearing that kind of horror. The past still lives in me. Don't tell anyone, friend. But the terrors come in the night, and in the day. It's like I'm in the trenches again, surrounded by the dead. Then the terrors pass, and I'm on the road. And the road brings me peace. But then the night comes, and the dead come again. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Let's see. The man whose voice cracked stone. That'll be a fun one. There we go. Damn it.
There's some hope left for you too, you know. Don't give it away too quickly. The future's already here, friend. Nothing I can do about it, nothing to stop it. As much as I would, as much as I want to, I can't turn it back. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I do, but I don't want to give you one. So I'm going to tell you the children whose father died in a car around Chicago. Actually, no, the welder's daughter near Oklahoma City. Hopefully that's not considered a funny one. Damn it! I'm a bad judge of character with this stuff.
That one. Family? It all comes back to Paul. If I wouldn't have lost him, I wouldn't have lost my home, my job, my life. My family thinks I could have saved him, but they weren't there. But if they were right...
One second, checking something. There we go. Yeah, okay.
Know any good jokes?
Jokes. Already told him a love story thing. Already told him that. A travel story. I don't want a love story, so I will tell him the story of the man shot to death in St. Louis because of a quarrel over a hat.
I don't mean to be rude, but civvies don't understand what real tragedy is. I've got old sadnesses in life, and newer ones too. Ma's mind is going. It's slow, but she doesn't remember where she lives some days. When she sees me, she thinks I'm Paul. And I gotta tell her. I have to tell her slowly that it's me, Mason, and that Paul's not here right now. He's gone away. The sadness is too great to bear. The night's over. I'm headed up this way next. There's cruel people in the world. Look for me, maybe.
Cruel people, all that cruelty and stuff. Alright, back down south I go. Alright, Mason. Slowly but surely, I will pull all the stories out of you before I have to think, because I'm curious. I want to get as much story info out of him as possible about his own personal struggles. And then I'll be 3 of 16. There we go. Cross will go this way. Then once I finish him off, I will go and put all those stories to the torch in Jacksonville. To the torch. I shouldn't say that. That's dumb. That's not the correct way. But the torch. What the fuck, Charles? All right. Crippled but free. So some only have 3 chapters. That's interesting.
Still walking too? Do you also get a kind? The terrors still find me. But know any good jokes?
Any good jokes? Okay, I did that one. I did that one. I did that one. I did that one. Okay. The story of the drive. Camera, Walking Willis, the man who walked through every town in the state. Damn it!
Wish I could tell that one to my sister.
That's not what I wanted.
This journey. I can't say I regret what I did. Picking my lame ass up and going to Yale in D.C. I didn't get paid, but I got their attention, if even for a little bit. I got to mock some tanks, just like I used to across the pond. Traveling back to Oregon? Well, it's a little worrisome, but it ain't so bad. So long as I can walk and keep myself at ease, well, I feel a little free. So anyway, tell me if...
Funny story. The story of the landlady's cat in California. Because at this point it doesn't matter too much.
I got nightmares enough without hearing that. In a way, my change came on like pause, piece by piece. Slowly, his infection took him, just as mine did. Slowly, he lost the people around him, as I have too. Even though he's gone, I feel like we may have more in common now than we ever did. Know any good jokes?
Good jokes, you say? That's a hope one. The preacher seeking truth near Amarillo. That one was kind of aggressive.
I don't really scare at that stuff anymore. Sorry, trust? I never really considered trust an issue till I got back and my leg was rotting. I didn't trust the doctors, I didn't trust my sister Jessie, but once the leg had to go, she actually helped me take care of it. I could actually trust her. Did my mistrust cause my problems? Should I have had faith all along? So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
I do, but that's not what I want to tell you if I can help it. Been planning a jailbreak near Cedar Rapids.
Oh, come on. Freedom? It'll come. In time, I think. I think one day the government will give me back the freedom they took from me. They've squandered my loyalty, my life, and my family. But one day, I think I'll see that cash back from them.
Good for you with your
daydream,
positive.
but I'm willing to try. Know any good jokes?
Good jokes? Not really, but I know a story about a poisoner fed to tigers at Runciter's.
That can't be true. That sounds like a Navy tale. Choice. Well, I was well suited to killing, but I didn't want to. I don't know how many children will grow up without fathers because of me.
Ooh.
Who really wanted the war to happen? Were they really that cruel?
No, it was just a bunch of interlocking alliances over the course of the last decade. And so when a bunch of terrorists killed the leader of Austria-Hungary, that just led to a whole domino effect of everyone having to fight each other for because of a stupid reason.
Before the war, I had Paul. I wasn't often alone. After the war, it wasn't only my family turning away from me. It was our government turning from what they couldn't bear to see. But remember, no matter what happens to you, you will always have the solidarity of the road and the earth. They will never deny you their company.
Alright, Mason's story is finished. What do I have for him? A shell casing from a bullet worn by handling. And that will transport me back to DC if I want. So I'm actually going to take the train. I'm going to take the train to the area I want to go to next. Because they do say that I need to take the trains in order to activate some of the stuff up in New York. Which I do want to get at some point. But I need to do all this stuff first. Actually, no. Well... I forgot. What was it? Green one takes me down there. You know what? Green one takes me down to the end of South Carolina. I will take it just so I can say I did it. And then I'm gonna do the... I'm gonna take Jimmy's token and transfer myself to Jacksonville so I can get some stories out of it. So let's cross you first. Let's get you going. Train for Charlotte. Alright, no one wanted attention. And look! A story. Evolution. Let's see. A story about the little girl who worked as a mechanic repairing trains before her 13th birthday. You're shocked, because it's all made up. It's about the little mechanic girl. Alright, on to Jacksonville. Another story evolution over here. Grab that. Listen to the man on the radio finish a wild story about Walken Willis, the man cursed to walk forever, never stopping. It's the story of Walken Willis, the man who walked through every town in the state. Oh god. Now he's now it's a sad story because now he's forever cursed to walk everywhere in life. The poor man. Can he never stop? Who can say? Alright. Now onto the thing I always... And now onto my little spamming. These fellows are lounging. Tell a story about the alien traveler who's taking notes on our world for a dark reason. The story of the traveler who visited the USA for another world, but changed in a few ways. Yep. Next up, got like over a dozen of these to go. There we go. And here we go. Let's see, the party, a story about the gang of notorious for blowing up prisons. Clearly the men planning a jailbreak, but changed in a few entertaining ways. And continue on. There we go. Over here. Let's see. Listen as the man on the radio finishes a story about the woman who drank a love potion and was bound to love a worthless man. It's a stranger story of the bitter love carrying a box on her head. Yep. That one has now evolved. Next one to evolve will be... let's see, reading the paper. First smile. The false preacher cursed to roam the land. It's the preacher seeking the truth. Yep. How will that... What'll be the final evolution of that one, I wonder. There we go. Let's see. A story of the farm where it was always dark and they grew mushrooms in nightshade. It's the story of the time the sun was blotted out for 2 days by a giant rooster. That's a little different. Nice. Very nice. Alright, that one's fully awakened, it looks like. Oops. And across over here. A young... Let's see. Story of the pond that held the ghost of an airplane pilot, but heavily embellished. I didn't read the actual thing that it turned into. Pilot whose airplane could fly as well in the water as in the air. Yep, sounds about right. And next... man who poisoned animals by feeding them his own tainted flesh. Ugh. The story of the poisoned fur fed to a tiger at Runster Circus. Ugh. Nasty. Is that the... Oh, wait, that's the full one, too. Okay. Alright, that one's fully evolved. Staggerly, the murderer from St. Louis whom none dared to bring to justice. Clearly, the story of the man shot to death in St. Louis because of a quarrel over a hat. Alright. That one is fully evolved, too. And across we go, and here you go. Let's see. Wild story about the child who could only communicate through music. It's the young boy who could play every instrument in the world. Yep. And across this way we go again. There we go. Let's see. The story about the rich kid who hired 100 poor workers to dance a show for him. The new version of the tale of that imperious child asking people to dance for money. With more and more stuff on it. Oops. Man, I'm, like, really bad at... I keep pressing the L1 button because that's the whistling mechanic to make you go faster. But then I keep forgetting to actually look and actually do the timing for it. The police officer... Finishing this wild story about the man whose song could move mountains. It's the stranger of the story, the man whose voice cracked stone. Well, I guess this mountain is a kind of stone, has a lot of stones in it. So yeah, I'm guessing he could crack it, given time and a big enough speaker. Let's see. Sorry, the story of the landlady's cat, but wildly altered. Oh shit, I didn't read the first part again. The landlady's cat becomes the murderous tomcat. Oh boy. Yikes. Alright, next one. What do you got for me? Waitress at the diner sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. The story about the ghosts who murdered the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra. Halfway through, realize it's the mischievous ghosts. Okay, so now it's just a straight-up murder story, and therefore a horror story. Yikes. Alright, but that's all of them. So let's see, which one of you guys do I have to get rid of now? Let's go with the cloud. Let's go with... Get this one out of the way, then. And you are done now. So, let's bring the androgyne back in. And who poisoned animals is done, so... Heroic Handyman. Walking Willis is done, so the Nervous Man had them both stop in the Northwest. Alien Traveler is done, so the woman with the tremendous artistic ability in California. Oh yeah, I remember her. That was a mindfuck of a thing that happened. Child who could only communicate through music. The unnerving lounge singer's brother around Cleveland. The farm where it's always dark. Dust choked school haunted by the ghost of an old janitor. Oh, we got two over here. Staggerly for the woman kept in the thrall of the laundry. And crows that make a quilt for the future. Alright, that should be all of them that I can do right now. So my next course of action, I think I want to... Where's the blue go? So the blue train goes up... Dark blue train goes where? Actually can't tell. Okay, dark blue train goes into Missouri. That train goes up to there. Let's take the dark blue train up. In Missouri, no, I don't want to go into Missouri just yet. I am gonna do, because one of the achievements for the game is to hitchhike along Route 66, so I am going to do that, because that sounds like fun. Because it runs from Chicago to LA, over 2,000 miles all the way. Because get your kicks. En route. 66. Who do I want to talk to next? I don't want to finish. I do have a little bit more in Ben and little Ben and Quinn's storylines. So let's try to get up to them. So let's take the train from Route 41 on Tennessee up to Kentucky and West Virginia. And then from there we can figure out what we want to do. So we want to go this way, I believe. I do want to go this way, right? Up through Georgia, yeah. Keep it going. There you go. There we go. Come on. Okay, so that's Atlanta, where the blue one is. So I want to go past Atlanta to a train yard further up. Oops, god damn it. Damn it. I'm fucking up. Yep, further up this way. Hey Atlanta, good to see you. I'll eventually find my way down to you at some point in real life. Maybe. Who knows? Go. Ah, there we go. There's the train. There's the train I'm trying to hit. All right, up we go. Up we go to the Queen Crescent line to Charleston. I'm gonna be beat up when I get out this time. Hobo riding the rails. Hop the boxcar. Cop beats the shit out of me. I mess with Rock Island's car. Beating ensues, and it's brutal. And ow. I am in pain. I'm in much the pain. Actually a good opportunity. This is actually a good opportunity too in some respects, because it means that now head north. I can head north and quickly see if I can head north and quickly see actually if some of those stories have actually come out yet, and figure out what I want to do from there, because I might just die unless like a kindly farmer or whatever decides to help me. Cross here to Pennsylvania. Fit it into Pittsburgh. I do not see any other buildings that might be able to help me out right now. That's a pity. Maybe when I get into Pittsburgh. Who knows? And then I want to keep heading north and seeing if those stories exist yet. And if they don't, I'll just go down and say hi to Quinn and Ben. Hey, could you spare some? I go this way? Which way's north? I can't tell, it's so fucking dark out. North. Right, let's just keep right, you just gotta follow the, this way. God damn it, so bad at that right now. I will stop at this place over here, surrounded by mountains first, though, because they might have health or a resting thing or something to keep me from dying. But it's looking like no stories available yet. That's actually kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, whatever. I guess I just might never get to hear those stories. Yay! A man with a roast bird on a makeshift spit. Wandering, he says. So am I. Stay a while. Folks like us gotta share our times are good, right? There's his lunch. Fresh cooked fowl. Caught only an hour ago. Yes. I am no longer close to the death, even though I don't think death has really consequences. It's actually kind of beneficial in some way, because while it does transport you to the nearest to the last city major city you were at, or the last major area, other than that, it's just a way for you to get 3 free story upgrades. Don't really see much negatives to it. Now to follow these guys around. Almost there. Almost. Figure out which one is which when we get there. There we go. Almost. I think that's... Yep, that's Quinn. Alright, Quinn. Alright, Quinn. Come on, girl, give me your story. And that's little Ben over there. Over there, off in that field over there. Back to the Midwest sounds. Haven't heard these in a while. There you go. Chapter 2, I will get by.
Stranger, it's good to see you again. You know, I'm gonna see this whole world one day, but for now, I just got my sights set on seeing all 48 of the great U.S.
Oh. I wish Alaska and Hawaii were in here, even as territories.
I already seen 10 whole states. That's better than my folks ever done, that's for sure. Plenty of townies and even some tramps treat me like I'm kid simple, but I ain't helpless, and I only act it when I ain't got no better choice, like if I get pinched. I do right fine on my own. Don't need nobody but Cass and Flip. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any?
Venturing tales? I'm just gonna do the top one of each of these. So, the mother known for her powerful secret insecticide recipe.
Ain't life got enough tearjerkers in it without telling stories like that? Jeez. Change. Change ain't coming, stranger. It's already here, so they say. Got a whole country tied together with rails and roads and still can't feed everybody. Between you and me, I think that ain't ever gonna change. Can or can't got nothing to do with it. You got any happy stories?
Happy stories? The fortune-telling bird in the Southwest. Oh, fuck, I just broke my rule. God damn it.
Now that's a happy story.
Damn it.
I remember lots of folks talking about fate and fortune before I started my travels. Talk on the river was about them populists and their Louisiana governor. Some folks say they was up to no good, that they was lazy and un-American, cheating fate with government meddling. Others said we all got the right to be kings, if we'd only let all folks have a fair shot. I suppose I ain't right in line with neither, but I don't think there's nothing un-American about needing help. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Exciting stories. Give you a sad story. The crow that makes a quilt of the future. Wait, that's a sad story? I don't think that's a sad story. Give you a love story. The lounge singer who passed an unknowable sequence of... Oh, that's exciting too. Fuck. The woman kept in thrall at the lost... Damn. Unnerving lounge singer's brother around Cleveland. Let's go with that one, sure.
Whoa, quite a story, stranger. Authority. The coppers and rail yard dicks don't ruffle me none. I just tell them my poor ma and my poor pa died of the pneumonia. I give 'em crocodile tears about trying to get over to my grand just down the way. All I got's left is my dogs, mister. Works damn near every time. Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
Oh, no, I don't want to leave. The crows that make a quilt of the future.
I don't get too much out of tales that are so cheerful. Not enough excitement for me.
Fair.
Sadness. Ain't seen no sight sadder than in the city. In the city, they want you to feel like a giant among giants, like you can do anything. But I seen them shanty camps full up with folks who got nothing to eat or do. Cities serve to make the small feel smaller.
Yep, that's why I like living out more in the country.
Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
Let's see. Thrilling stories. The nervous man at the bus stop in the Northwest, maybe? Might be a little too thrilling.
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale instead any day.
All right.
Travel. Yeah, I want to see it all. The whole world. My brother used to read me stories of Jules Verne, of rich folks traveling around the world, and all for a lousy bet.
I like Jules Verne. Around the World in 80 Days is a really good book.
It didn't sit right with me that folk with all the coin in their purse should also keep the world in their back pocket. I aim to grab a little piece for myself. Well, sun's coming up, so I've got to get ready to go. Thanks for the tales, friend. Where you heading next? Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross. I'm going up the road this way myself.
All right, back towards Pennsylvania.
Hope I'll see something fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you keep your eyes open.
I mean, that's a good mindset to have. No, I'm going back into Appalachia. And I just got here. Got to the Midwest. Now I'm back to the hillbillies. Let's go. Almost. Whoops. Alright. Almost there. Hey, buddy. Hey, Quinn. Good to see you again. Gonna chat some more.
Huh, look at you. Well, I didn't know if we'd meet again, but I'm glad we did.
Me too, kid.
Set yourself down here with me and Cass and Flip. Need a drink of water? Need to warm up? Still trying to see much of this country as I can. Folks I meet are sometimes kind, sometimes mean, and sometimes still perplex me. But all of them beats the folks I left behind. How about you? Seen anyone interesting? I'm in the mood for something real
funny, like you say. The story of the man who robbed a bank for his father around Salt Lake City. Not funny, but it's a story.
What's the use in telling sweet, happy tales if in they make you snooze?
What was the context of that story when I found it? Because I don't remember it being a happy one, I don't think.
Huh, the future. I suppose I'll just keep heading west. California sounds mighty fine, and most everyone is heading that way anyhow. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell?
Thrilling stories. I got the most thrilling story of all. I'll tell you a story about children whose father died in a car around Chicago.
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale and there you go, talking about family. Like I said, don't need nobody but my dogs. Flip's still a little green. Found him starving and angry by the roadside a few months back. He gets riled now and again, but he don't do nothing too bad if you just wait and let him get it out of his system. He's good to have around most times, and Cass sure seems to enjoy the company. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Let's see. I'll tell you a love story instead. The story the witch and her lover brought back to life. Although that might be a little exciting.
I usually like the scary stuff, but your story needed more punch, I think. Love story. Well, some of the songs say love is like being sick in your heart. Don't sound too pleasant to me. I love my dogs, but it don't feel like being sick. Being sick in your heart sounds more like getting Judased, something I know a thing or two about.
Oh, you've been betrayed in your life, have you?
I want to hear one of them venturing tales.
A venturing tale? A singer who sang their disgusting, lustful songs during a church service. Is that adventuring? I don't know. Sounds kind of funny to me.
That was a chuckle to be sure, but do you know anything more lively? Joy. I surely have seen some joyful scenes in my travels. Just a few trains back, I was invited to partake in a harvest by some kindly folk. Had quite the feast, and the dogs got to run around a farm. Wasn't until after I was heading out that I saw the little baby graves. Strange to play stand-in for ghosts.
Oh, that's depressing.
Seems joy's all mixed with sadness these days. Makes my head hurt. You got any happy stories?
Happy stories? No. How about the... I already told him that one. I already told him that one, right? That one's already told. That's a hopeful one. The story of the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before. Get that one fully evolved.
Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't go far enough. Huh, you want to talk about heaven? Ain't no good I can recall coming my life from praying. Small things, big things, no answer all the same. Aw, heck, the night's over already. I sure enjoyed talking to you, but I gotta get on. Sometimes I surely do wonder what'll become of this land. Folks have been chasing the dream of tying it up for so long. Now they got their wish. Things are worse than ever. Maybe America was never meant to be held in your hand like this.
Possibly. Alright, got Quinn Chapter 3 now available. Alright, guess we got Chapter 3 of his stuff. Means I gotta head north. Which is this way, yep. And there he is. And there's a story of evolution right here. This is the one that goes all the way to... See. The story of the man who robbed banks and gave the money to farmers. It's the story of the man students who robbed a bank for his father. Embellished in the interim. Is that a full one? No, it's only still half, so I can still keep it in the rotation right now. Wish there was more than just Jacksonville for me to get these stories done. Would have been really nice. Almost there. Almost, almost, almost. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, because I should have like 2 stories that I can see here, but I don't have them yet, so I must still need to ride some rails to unlock them. About the immortal witch and her zombie husband. Story of the witch and her lover brought back to life, but heavily embellished. That one is definitely one I can take out of the rotation now. So next will be the farmer who dresses a turkey around Kansas City. There we go. I just gotta remember that. Oh no, if he's on chapter 3, all of his stuff changed, so I can keep doing the rotation. So many roads. Oh, he transforms now.
You seem an alright sort, stranger. But there are some real bums out there, and I ain't talking about folks who are down on their luck.
Oh my god, he's they're horrifying. Like, hands and dogs and a big coat and... Ugh. Like a beast.
Got myself run off from a nice spot I done set all up a few miles back for winter. Ain't the first time I've been run off.
Kinda looks like a Bloodborne thing, not gonna lie.
Let me tell you about the bunch of Judases what raised me. I was oldest, had a brother and a baby sister. The farm was small, but it weren't sad and all full of ruination in the early days. But I suppose my ma and pa couldn't make a go of it. When things started getting depressed and tight, every damn thing started to fall to pieces. First, they stole from us money we've been saving or earned, things they could sell. Then they abandoned my brother, letting him die instead of calling a doctor.
Jesus.
Then they sent me on my way, saying they couldn't provide no more, that I was too big for them to keep. Hey, tell me a funny story.
Tell me a funny story. After that, the murderous tomcat. That's a funny story.
Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't. I'll tell you about death. My brother, my little 7-year-old brother, slowly dying as they shouted back and forth about what to do, about money and hope and the Lord's protection. White as a ghost he was, and in terrible pain. Appendicitis ain't no easy way to die, stranger.
Ooh, yeah, that is a horrifying way to die.
I close my eyes and I can still see his little face, hurting and confused and praying for a miracle. How can I ever move on from that? Can't run from your own memories, though I surely have tried. Hey, tell me one of those
Titan stories. I'm gonna tell you about the woman who drank a love potion and was bound to love a worthless man. Actually, no. The guy dressed as a turkey around Kansas City. Get that one started.
That was a chuckle to be sure, love. Well, I love these dogs. Took Cass with me when I left. She was the family dog for that, though me and my brother were always the ones what really looked after her. Figured they'd starve her or eat her at the first chance they got, so I didn't ask permission, just got myself ready for a fight. But they didn't try and stop me. Hey, do you got any really
Thrilling stories. The driving obsessive who didn't own a car around Billings. There we go. Is it exciting? Who can say?
That was a chuckle to be... travel. Yeah, you're right, stranger. I got my travels to look forward to. I'm up to 15 states now.
Damn, last time I saw you it was only 10.
Times like this, it feels kinda hollow, though. After I seen all 48 states, can I put them ghosts behind me?
No, because then you gotta wait for the other 2 states to come out.
If I keep wandering the rails forever, do you think I could shake them?
No, you gotta confront your past at some point.
I'm in the mood for some...
Real funny, like. The cops arming to take on the strike in Minneapolis.
Not sure I quite follow that one. Authority. When I really think on it, I reckon my folks started out with the best intentions. Wanted to give their kids a good life, a good home, but they failed. And it wasn't them who paid the price. Isn't that just what authority means? You don't suffer for the decisions you make. Someone else does.
You're not inaccurate.
I want to hear one of them
A venturesome tale, you say? Here's a sad tale of a street in Washington, D.C. lost for 100 years.
Ain't life got enough tears? Puts me in a sad mood. I think the thing that eats at me most, more'n my brother being left alone on his deathbed, folk do get sick and die after all, more'n being betrayed myself, I reckon I done all right on my own, it's that my baby sister got left behind. Those Judases still have her. Don't know what idea turns my stomach more, that in the end they betrayed her too, or that she got a normal life, that they're all happy together and she has no idea what the cost was.
Yeah, but you can't really beat yourself up about that stuff. You just gotta live your life and keep moving on, my man.
Well, night's over. Didn't understand all your stories, but I'd hear more if I see you again on my travels. Look, I didn't mean to drag you down with my stories of misery and suffering or whatever, but you're a good listener. That's rare in a person, you know. But round you, I feel safe to tell the truth. Look, I'm heading up the road this way. Where are you going? I hope our roads cross again, friend.
Alright, into Ohio. As we get my vagrant song. What's the upgrade now? Which song is upgraded now? A story about the singer who never outraced his demon twin's reputation. Story of the unnerving lounge singer's brother. Yep. Alright, now heading back all the way down to Ohio. Ohio. Gozaimasu. I think he has, like, I think I know his rotation now, kinda. I'm gonna do a couple loops around with that stuff. Alright. And there we go. Go. Across we go, across we go. Whoops, I fucked up. My eyes just kind of glaze over a little bit when that happens. I think the next game I play, I'm definitely gonna have to play something that gives me like a little bit more like energy or like is more interactive than this. I think I have a good one for that, but we'll save that for when I finish this game. Hey, welcome back, Bloodborne creature.
Hey, stranger. It's good to see you. I've been missing our talk since you and I last split. Been thinking how my family Judased me and how they did wrong by my little brother. Worrying there was maybe something else I could have done.
I mean, you were a little kid at the time. I highly doubt you could have done anything substantial, Quinn.
Here, sit with me. I want someone to talk with about all this. Though I love them dearly, my dogs ain't such good talkers. You got any happy stories?
Let's see. Let's talk about the newspaper that found... that's positive. Well-to-do man who kidnaps laborers off the street to lock in his mansion. Just because I need to get that conversation thing off.
Not sure I quite follow that one. Well, talking of choices, I don't rightly know what I could have done different. Maybe if I did, they could have paid for the doctor. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
How about the story of the ghosts who murdered the Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra?
That was a chuckle, to be sure.
Oh, that's
Being
a...
trapped. I've tried my best to make sense of it all, and from what I done seen, the more you have, the more you're tied down. Responsibility to lash you to the ground so you can't move an inch. Playing a game only other folks are winning. Hey, do you got any really
thrilling stories, you say? How about the story of the I don't want to do the thrilling story with him yet. The guitar player who worshipped a pagan god.
That was a chuckle. You want to talk about trust. I surely did trust them, stranger. A mistake I don't aim to repeat. But what child ain't gonna trust their parents when times get hard and your whole world is a 5-mile stretch of muddy riverbank? I want to hear one of them venturing tales.
Do I have any adventuring tales? Sure I do, if I can find the right one. Tell you the tale of Pecos Bill, the cowboy who tamed the wind. Just so I can get a little bit ahead with one of them.
Well, that was something. You spin a good yarn. Freedom. Will I ever be free, stranger? Is there even such a thing anymore? That train whistle means venture, new sights, more life. But prison comes in different shapes, don't it?
It does.
I think I finally understand that now. I want to hear one of
the adventure tales. How about the story of the last born buffalo up in Bismarck?
Well, that was a lively tale. Brings to mind my home. Grew up riverside in North Louisiana. Not the Mississippi, mind. One of its tributes. When I think happy thoughts about that old house, I think about the river 50 yards back from the porch. I think about the muddy bank and how it felt to have your feet sink into that particular kind of muck. I think how that straight new river road they put in reoriented the farm. Front became the back, and we turned our backs on the river. Well, night's over. Didn't understand all your stories, but I'd hear more if I see you again on my travels. Look, I didn't mean to drag you down with my stories of misery, and look,
Nah, man.
I'm heading up the road.
Alright, you're going down to West Virginia now. Alright. Man, you are a pain in the ass to follow, kid. But follow I shall. I don't want to talk with Ben right now. Following this kid down to West Virginia. Mountain Mama. There's gotta be another crossing. There is no other crossing. God damn it. Oh well, I think there's a story evolution thingy over here somewhere. There is. There we go. What's the evolution this time? Got your attention. A story about the bloodthirsty banker who kidnaps vagrants for his lavish cannibal meals. The story of the well-to-do man who kidnaps laborers off the street. Alright, well that story's fully awakened now, sounds like. Yep. Let's get you shifted over. There you are, Quinn. I can see your fire. All the way from Pennsylvania into West Virginia. My eyes are just that good. Couldn't imagine being like, oh, I can see you from Pennsylvania in real life. And if we're going to scale, my guy is giant. Which makes the cars who decide to stop and like hitch me a ride, give me a ride, makes them all the more impressive that they can hold my bulk like that. But I am a skeleton man, so maybe I'm just easy to pack around. Alright, what do you got for me? A story about the driver who planned to race coast to coast. It's this new tale of the driving obsessive who didn't own a car, but new and exciting. Good on him. Now, I camp, and let's see what you got for me next, Quinn. With your many, many roads.
Hey, stranger. Been thinking how my family... Here, sit with me. Hey, do you got any...
Drill and Tales. Okay, I told stuff in there. The dust-choked school haunted by the ghost of its old janitor. Just so I can get that one out of the way.
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good stranger. I try my best not to think on the past. This ain't my normal state of things. But, you see, Cass ain't a very good conversationalist, and it's nice to have someone really listen to my story.
Well, of course, everyone has a story they have to tell.
I want to hear one of them
venturing tales, but first, need to make sure I pick from a plate one that I haven't actually talked to you in yet before I do anything. One or two. If I don't have any, then yeah. Did I get that one? Okay, that one. Hope. Okay, so maybe I can just start like just rando talking. The woman kept in thrall at the laundry. Let's just clear out all the sadness ones.
Ain't life got enough tearjerk puts me in a sad mood. More than being betrayed myself, it's that my baby sister don't know. Hey.
Yeah, that one I know he said before. Well, maybe one of the no, I know that one. The woman who drank a love potion was bound. I didn't even hear what he said. I kind of skipped over that. I apologize.
That was a chuckle, love. Well, I love these dogs.
Yep.
Took Cass with me when I left. She was the family dog for that, though me and my brother were always the ones what really looked after her.
Yep, 1 second. Alright.
Figured they'd starve her or eat her.
There you go. Once again, I skipped what they said. I really shouldn't do that. The indescribable horror living in the farmhouse cellar. There we go.
Wow. That's the stuff, stranger. Spooky campfire tale being trapped. Responsibility to playing a game only. Hey, do you got...
Thrilling stories, you say? Let's go with... the heroic handyman who fought off his critters with a power drill. Because I got the general gist of his idea. I don't think I need to get all of his story.
Well, that was a lively... Well, talking of choices, I don't rightly know what I could have done different. run away sooner. Maybe if I did, they could. My oh my, stranger. Listen to me blubbering on about my woes. I reckon it's something about you what brings it out of folks.
I do have main character energy, yes.
You're searching for something great, something holy, aren't you? But you don't figure you're gonna find it.
Yeah, I'm looking for the place where water tastes like wine, and that's a fool's errand because nowhere is like that. Nowhere is that paradise-like.
And you wonder if it can't be found at all, or if it's just you that can't find it. Really eats at you, don't it? I can see it in you. Anyway, I best be getting on. I think I'll see what's happening up the road. Take care of yourself, stranger.
Take care of yourself, Quinn. Now I got Quinn's story. Nice.